All right, so here he is, one of the greatest welterweights in UFC history, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman. Some criticize maybe his risk mitigation late in that Leon Edwards fight, but this man is an offensive fighter. He's got every skill in the book, and we'll see which ones he chooses to employ here tonight.
It's crazy because when he came off the Ultimate Fighter, he was known as a bit boring. But him and Trevor Whitman have such a great partnership that they have developed a style that works for Kamaru, and it works at such an elite level. He got caught. How does he bounce back? This guy, his jab is tremendous. He can knock you out with it. His wrestling and his top control is second to none. Kamaru Usman possesses all the skills in the world. How does he implement those skills tonight when he steps inside the octagon?
And one thing you never have to worry about, the output, the work ethic, one of the hardest workers in the room in the UFC, and he is at the height of motivation getting back on the proven ground tonight. Kamaru Usman, ready to battle and take home that elusive UFC gold. All right, so Islam Makhachev getting back on the proven ground here tonight, putting his undisputed UFC lightweight championship on the line. So much to love about this man's mixed martial arts acumen, his fight IQ, and you got to think it's going to take the very best out of his opponent to wrest the belt away tonight.
Anyone that hopes to beat Makhachev has to be on their game. Your wrestling's got to be on point. Your striking's got to be on point. But more than anything, you have to have a steel mind. You cannot break in front of Makhachev because he will then drown you. This guy is a champion for a reason. And as you have seen time and time again, Hasbullah joins the Dagestanis in the octagon.
Perhaps that's an X factor tonight. The great Hasbullah in the corner of Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev, we are set for a main event of the evening. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, early round action here. Kamaru Usman's wrestling is next level. His MMA wrestling, super functional. But he believes that the jab is going to be the key here tonight. Obviously, he has gone to great lengths to develop that under Trevor Whitman. And he felt like he might actually be able to win this fight without securing a single takedown. We shall see. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Fighters separate from the clinch. Usman going for the takedown here. Nothing doing there. So the distance closes here, they will clinch early. Takedown defense holds up. Uppercut lands. Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot take these uppercuts from this position.
Makhachev gets the single leg takedown, well played. Oh, and there's the early takedown, just what the doctor ordered.
Exactly what he wanted to do. You saw it in the training footage. Takedowns are going to be the key. He got one early. He's on the right track.
Makhachev's in half guard.
Oh, he's going triangle here.
Oh, look out, folks. That is tight.
It looks like it's getting going. He should be defending right now. Oh, wow.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Kamaru Usman. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Good fight here, under 2 to go. Makhachev getting work here from the top. You don't want to take too many more of these ground and pound strikes. All right, so the big storyline in this one, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman, the wrestling's on point and the ground and pound going on as well.
You know, these skills are what allowed for Kamaru Usman to become the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He is a tremendous wrestler, incredibly strong, and you are seeing all that happen in the octagon right now. He is on point.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back.
Oh, nice.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Work, come on.
There it is, now he's going to mount.
10 seconds now in round 1. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round 1.
Everything is going good, okay? He cannot handle your dominance on the ground. You're controlling everything on the ground. Just be careful when you're on his guard.
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough, control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
Fight. Ready.
Round 2 underway. Nice jab by Kamaru Usman. A lot of power on display from Kamaru Usman as he lands yet again there.
Kamaru Usman showed in the Colby Covington fight, not only is he the best welterweight in the world, he may just be the toughest welterweight in the world because he went through the fire in order to retain that title.
Well, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Takedown defense is there. Hook in the clinch there by Usman.
Oh, he better start moving. He can't take too many of those uppercuts.
Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. Oh, tie. Oh, and there is another knee. Man, those are doing a lot of damage to his opponent here in this fight. I'd be crying to my Cheerios in the corner by now. Ow. Nice judo toss for him there. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
He does a great job getting out of that clinch position.
All right, so he lands his first takedown of the fight after many failed attempts, so he stayed committed. Now he has the fight in his wheelhouse. Let's see what he can do.
He's getting the mount here.
Just over 2 minutes now to go in round 2. Takes his back now. Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Islam Makhachev.
In the half guard.
Makhachev's back in full mount.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Oh, he's got his back. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Islam Makhachev. These ground strikes are starting to add up. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Good work from the top here by Makhachev. Round 3 next. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, so the cut man attends to the fighter who has essentially been rendered a one-eyed fighter at this point in time. Some replays from the previous round.
No defensive intent, no defensive intensity. No attention to his defense, and this costing him. Now he's dealing with a massive cut over his eye, and that's going to make it hard for him to see. He's got to change something, man. He's got to.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight. So he's really starting to put some huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Makhachev's now switching his stance.
Great job moving into his opponent and getting to that single collar tie.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Let's go. We got a scramble here.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Excellent ground and pound there by Usman. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his act. All right, so he's setting up for submission here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. Wow, that is great submission defense.
Take the back, over under.
Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with these submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Standing over his opponent here and making these strikes count. Beautiful sequence there by Usman. Postures up. Ooh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does.
Beautiful ground and pound. And it looks like he has a cut now. Oh, Kamaru tag. Yup. That is tight.
Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Come on, let's go. Let's get to the mountain finish.
Lands the ground and pound strike here. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
All right, take a seat for me, bud. Deep breath into that nose. Relax. Okay, I need you to go out this round, and I need you to do better. You have to stay off your back.
All right, well, defense wins championships, and perhaps he can shore some things up there. Here are some replays from the damaging previous round.
Well, he's got to. He's got to change some things if he doesn't want this cut to get worse. But hats off to his opponent. His opponent found the target. His opponent knew exactly what he wanted to accomplish, and he got it done. He's got to continue down the path in order to make the cut worse.
You ready to fight?
Ready.
Fourth round. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. Fourth round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal championship bouts?
You understand that you are getting close now. The night is almost over. The goal is within reach now. 15 minutes down, 10 to go. You tell yourself you can do anything for 10 minutes.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Usman.
Now he's going full mount. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Usman's back in full mount.
Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position. He should be trying to get back to his feet.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Usman.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
Oh, postures up and lands a huge head strike there. Nicely done by Kamaru Usman.
In the half guard. Oh, right into mount.
Under 2 minutes here to go, round 4.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Usman's got him in a crucifix, gonna work from the top now. Under a minute now to go in the round. Every strike he lands, that cut gets worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse, and he needed to address it a little bit sooner because now that damage is starting to pile up.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Makhachev's cheek is just fauceting blood all over his face, all over the canvas. Like, where's the ringside physician? Maybe time to call on the doctor. I don't know. All right, back to the stools we go, and that is a really severe cut, so we will monitor him between rounds as they furiously get the cut man in there. Well, that was a damaging 5 minutes. We'll see how he can recover over this 60 seconds. We'll show you some replays now from that previous round.
He was on the receiving end of some big blows, and he wasn't moving his head well. His head was on the center line. He was a stationary target, and his opponent opened up a nasty cut on him. He has got to move his head to limit the damage that he's taking.
Fifth and final round. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Working out of the half guard here. Well, the crowd continues to react with every passing land, but if you're the referee or even the corner, somebody's got to get involved.
Somebody's got to do something. It's getting very uncomfortable to watch this, and as the crowd gets excited, there's also a little bit of that, I don't want to see any more going on in their reactions.
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Now the hammer fist here by Usman. Trying for a submission here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
An attacking armbar.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Well, he's had next to no answers for the body shots here tonight, and now some redness really starting to develop on that side.
We're starting to see the damage. We're starting to visibly see the effect that all these body strikes are taking on this guy. He's got to do something different, and he's got to be very careful because he's looking for his opponent to go over the top now that he set him up.
Two minutes now to go in the fight.
Win the scramble! Win the scramble!
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Makhachev's in half guard now. That's a heck of a strike to land from bottom position.
He has done such a great job of targeting that cut that now he has his opponent in a critical situation. Nice.
Usman's able to make a nice transition there back into side control. Seconds remain in the round. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. "20 seconds to go in the fight."
Oh, right in the mouth.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All-out action right through the final minute. Nobody in this arena is sitting down. What a fight. All right, so there it is, the final horn, a lifetime of work, all building to this moment, and the underdog challenger comes up large with his striking game tonight. He's going to be the new champ.
I mean, he came up big in a massive spot. He was the underdog. He wasn't supposed to get this done. He relied on what got him here, the striking, to take the title from the long-reigning champion.
All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman.
All right, so judges' scorecards are needed. They are rendered, and they go to Kamaru Usman, your winner tonight by decision. I thought he fought pretty well tonight.
Well, I mean, we knew when his decision was going to be read, it was going to be Usman. He fought well. He did everything he needed to do in order to earn this victory. Congratulations to the Nigerian Nightmare and his entire team.
And, of course, most of his UFC fights have been of the championship variety, and this sets him up for a huge opportunity later this year. Congrats to a good man right there, Kamaru Usman.